Okay, to do division, this is going to require long division because the coefficient for x is greater than 1. Now, it's been a while since you've done long division, probably, so let's refresh the steps on how to do it. I put the 3x minus 4 on the outside. 6x cubed plus x squared minus 15x minus 3 on the inside. Make sure there are no gaps. So I want to have my cubed, squared, x, and whatever number at the end if there is one. If there is nothing, put a 0 in its place. Next, we look at the first term on the outside and we see what I can multiply it by to get to the first term on the inside. What times 3 is 6? That's 2. What times x is x cubed? That's x squared. Then I take that 2x squared and I multiply it by all the terms on the outside. So 2x squared times 3x is 6x to the third power, 6x cubed. 2x squared times negative 4 is negative 8x squared. Then I'm going to subtract. So we subtract, cancel those out. 1x minus negative 8x is the same as 1x squared minus negative 8x is 1x squared plus 8x squared, which is 9x squared. Let me bring down the next term, so minus 15x. We do this again. So what times 3x is equal to 9x squared? 3 times 3 is 9, so that's going to be plus 3. And since there's an x and an x squared, that's going to be x. We again multiply the 3x by what's on the outside. So 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 3x times negative 4 is negative 12x. Subtract down. Negative 15 minus negative 12 is the same as negative 15 plus 12, which is negative 3x. Bring down the next term. We do it again. What times 3x is negative 3x? Negative 1. Negative 1 times 3x is negative 3x. Negative 1 times negative 4 is positive 4. Subtract down, cancel. Negative 3 minus 4 is negative 7. So my remainder is negative 7. That's the number that's going to be on the numerator of the very last term we have. So it's going to be minus 7. And this quotient should be 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. Now, you have multiple choice questions. So remember, we do have Desmos at our guide to help us get our answers if your math fails you, if you have a hard time with some of these terms. So what you can do as a refresher on this problem is you can put your answer choices in. First, put your original problem in. Make sure you get a visual of the graph. Go to your answer, go to the next lines and just put in some of your answers. You see how that graph doesn't match up with the red graph, so that's not going to be it. I'm not going to put the fourth one in because I know my answer is C, but I want to show you that you can click on the circles to hide the graphs. So if you see my original graph here, which is in black, and if I click on this one, that's not the same graph. So that's not going to be your answer. If I click on this one, not the same graph. Closer. But this one overlaps it exactly. No matter where I go, if I zoom out, it's going to be the same graph. So that's going to be your answer. So you can bypass the long division steps on this one if you want by doing this.